Barbarian!
Run, stranger!
The machine will
kill you!
There's a killer machine
about!
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Machine Hunter! Speak with us! You killed that machine!
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva?
By all means, then. Open the gate!
Hail Machine Hunter! Speak with us!
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to Landfall. I met your CEO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There was something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CO wants faster results. Aloy, you have to be careful.
There they are! The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below, shall we?
Quite an excavation.
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out. Behold, the door to Thebes.
A door like no other.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Faro.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she could open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
This water's warm. It seems like a hot spring. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom. There's a rupture up there. Maybe a way in. Yeah, this could get me inside. stop the turbine. Good. I'm inside, but how do I let the coin in? Looks like an exercise room?
Here I am again. Hiding in the gym. Writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
It's pretty big, too.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's, untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way. This is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker. That looks like some kind of access control. Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit finished.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
dress like Ted Pharaoh.
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations, his soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raiment?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
Excellent. Shall we proceed? Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. Let it be done.
Most of Ted's
Thank
women repulse me,
all this.
okay?
Preserve.
They're like contestants on a housewife's... Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife's sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the Hollow Singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent.
The Emperor was rewarded for this, my CEO.
Great risks bring great bounties, Overseer. Remember every detail of his Ohio for posterity.
It will be its own chapter.
No less than he deserves.
Of course. Go ahead.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files
I've always wanted.
and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did? How could that be?
Find anything interesting?
So hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here!
Guess it's just us then. Here we go.
Oh, God!
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bohai?
Brianna didn't wake up this morning.
Choice.
She's
Can't
gone,
afford to lose any more diviners.
just like Grigori. And looking up
No
at the
more
giant,
delays. We must proceed.
hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. At his eyes. And I know now that he's watching. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data?
Fragment. A testament to Ted's power.
Yes, that looks like the way.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Ever deeper we go. What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup. What is it for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her? Scan the device. if you will.
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge
Please,
me.
scan
I
the
had no
device.
choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why?
Tell
So
me what
we
your
can be
focus
trapped in
reveals
this
about the
underground
device.
nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted will do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await. Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps?
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it, and let's face it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer. Which is why I had the foresight
We are
to
getting
insist
closer
on
to
the
the heart of this
inclusion
place.
of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
Break the door down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it. Hurry! Break it open! Ah, is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea. Open that door!
across from here. There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtown's dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life, and this is how they repaid me, by leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come. And I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes if the reactor can give me what I need to grow strong again. To get my shit back together, so I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice. My guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now. At last, Pharaoh's legacy is mine.
Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down if...
Kill them too. No witnesses.
We have to fight!
to overflow if he dies. We have to run. Keep moving, okay?
You shouldn't have done that! I got
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No. No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. Oh, and instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Please, could you spare a moment? Ancestor, please. It's about my brother. I don't mean to disturb you, but I've run my requests through every channel and I've gotten nowhere.
Just take me through it.
Apologies. My name is Jomar. I'm the weapons officer for this expedition. It's my job to ensure the troops are armed and prepared for what's out there. And I've failed to do so. My younger brother, Oris, his unit was sent to scout the tower on the northern side of the island. They should have returned by now. The Overseer has denied my request for a search party, and defying him would mean dismissal. Or worse.
You think they might be alive?
Oris has been obsessed with San Francisco ever since I can remember. He jumped at the chance to join this expedition. I have to believe that fate isn't cruel enough to make this place his tomb. If you help me, I'll get you access to any weapon in my stock.
If I make my way up north, I'll look for your brother.
Thank you. If it helps, my brother carried an ancestral relic with him. I believe your focus might be able to pick it up.
What kind of relic?
A small metal piece dangling from a chain, with a hologram of San Francisco. Which is why my brother always had it with him. The diviners speculated it was some kind of beacon, inviting the ancestors to visit the city.
Speculated? So there was data on it they couldn't read?
It was deemed lost knowledge. If my brother truly is... gone, could you maybe bring the relic back for me? It meant so much to Oris. I'd like to keep it safe. For him.
Of course.
We'll figure something out. Hey! I promise you, we'll find a way home.
Harriam, we're never getting that gyro compass back. We're stuck here. For good.
The Ancestor reborn.
May we be led to truth.
Jess, Aloy, what's this I hear about you never going back home?
Our navigational ships.
They're all gone. Destroyed by storms and reefs, and with them the one instrument we need to guide us across the ocean.
There is one ship that might still hold a working gyro compass.
But it's beyond our reach, beached on an island surrounded by deadly currents. No compass, no way home, no way back to those we should have never left behind in the first place.
Christia.
So you...
Navigators, actually.
So you...
The gyro compass. Only Harriam was...
So you can't...
It is the greater the knowledge, the greater the risk it'll be you.
Your tribe... You mentioned...
My, wife. Leandra. When I was chosen, she was scared I wouldn't... I left without saying...
So what is this?
It's a device used by the ancestors to help pinpoint a ship's look, but it only...
How'd you get your...
I guess the diviners found them and modified without them.
You said what you...
Yes. The night we approached land, while some ships managed, the crew abandoned ship.
I thought we'd drown. Thank the ancestors, scouts found us and not vetted. The only ship with the gyro...
Maybe I can help. I can't do...
She's an ancestor...
I will not...
It's finally changed.
Maybe.
Must be the tower Jomar mentioned. And it's full of sunwings. That can't be good. Stuff for the stash. There, on the beach. A point scout. I need to get closer. See if he's carrying a relic like Jomar mentioned. No relic. Can't be Jomar's brother. I should take a look around. See if I can find anyone else. Looks like it's strong against shock damage. I should check if there are further. But I need to get rid of those machines first. That's all of them. I should check the scouts. There's no relic. Not sure if either of them are Oris. But maybe one of them dropped it as they fought off the machines? My focus might show me more. Huh. Nothing. Maybe my focus can pick up their tracks instead? Find some... There. Maybe Oris escaped the machines. Better see where it leads. Machine. It looks like it gave chase, but Oris fought it off. Looks like he ran inside the tower. No way to escape those sunwings up there. Tracks end here. I must have climbed up this tower. Dead end. Maybe if I go outside, I can find another way up. That was close. Nothing to see here. Oh, another close one. This must be Oris. But there's only one way to be sure. I better check for the relic. The relic. And my focus picked up data on it. It's not a beacon, it's a tourist map of San Francisco. If the Quen could read this, they wouldn't need to send scouts out blind. I should tell Alva.
Aloy! I'm here.
Alva, I found some data I think Bohai might be interested in seeing. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll pass it along.
Thanks. I better take this relic back with me. Give it back to Jomar. Along with the bad news. Not gonna back down!
shoulder doing all right?
Ancestor, you've returned. Did you?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
The tower was a sunwing nest. He went in there looking for cover, but he was holding on to that when I found him.
Horace.
I read the data on it. It had a map that can help your people get the lay of the land without risking more scouts. All of us sharing it with Bohai right now. It's a good thing your brother protected it.
I'd trade all the data in the legacy to have my little brother back. But I'm glad that something meaningful came from his death. As promised, you now have access to my weapon stock. If you bring me the right resources, I can make you anything you see there. Actually, why don't you give this a try? One of our best. And if it's of use, you know where to find more.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for your loss.
I know you are. And I'm grateful.
Once all said and done, you think we might be...
That should help bring out your gear's full potential.
Those primitives on the mainland would stand a chance against us.
Hey, look. There she is.
Maniacs.
I remember that.
At least I got...
Good thing I... Oh, before I... Something to...
Yeah. Have you spoken?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archive, she took to that... I gotta say, but I can see...
You looked...
Ha! I've just been making sure I want to be the...
You'll do fine. I should get going.
As soon as you...
I'll give you the...
From the look on your...
I got Omega clearance.
As soon as you...
Did Alva?
Our new Quen friend, the moment she laid out...
Sounds about right. Once Gaia is back up and running...
The seeds have been planted. What?
I'm glad you...
Don't forget.
Now that I have Omega, we can grab her...
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of char...
Better them than us. I should go...
Of course.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
I could barely... Varl gave her... Though when she turns... We showed her to the archive. She hasn't left...
Sounds like all...
Oh, for helping with the land...
Thank you, so.
You deserve much more.
And... Read anything interesting?
I found out the old ones used leaf Apparently it helped that and some cleanse their aura. I think...
Anything...
Aaron told us how you tracked down the Oseram supplying Regala with machine. In fact, he's quite adamant, but I can tell...
I wouldn't have been... I assume...
Yes, to know that this came in turn from the seeds saved... It gives me hope that the cycle...
How are things with that?
Slightly quieter. Apparently the old ones wrestled machine, called it meat. A must-see... You'd think we have enough of...
How to go with...
They were shocked when I told them. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of... But of course they had no... Even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our... To be honest...
I'm glad. They're lucky. I need to get...
Right. That means we'll be going... Aloy. There are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Aloy!
Right to work,
There's just I mean, we knew of artificial. Oh, she's up, and you, genetically speaking. And there's, of course, and Eric Visser is with them, which is, and.
Okay. How about we take it one?
You're right.
I see you've.
It's been fascinating. What would have taken me like the database with this? This could revolution. That is, whatever part.
You wanted data.
A diviner has never had the and knowing you, but maybe it'll help the.
I imagine.
It's funny, not that you are the same person. I mean, you are, but even.
Yeah. I hope ever.
Oh, and it's refreshing. Back home, diviners.
Sounds
Yeah, you are no.
You mentioned
the Zenith. He is known to the Quen, combing through data related to knowledge our rulers used to conquer. That's why he's one of our. But it appears he's yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least.
If
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid whatever legacy they left behind.
You said you owed me an explanation.
Right. He was an Imperial. As such, he sponsored many diviners to scribe. He took a special interest whom we considered
Ted Faro, revered.
I know better now. Anyway, the diviners, in fact, many of the most important. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition might solve our. If only we could find the right. Perhaps we could roll. The Emperor declared that all dozens of ships scouting, and the Emperor's nephew, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro. It may seem strange now. We really believed he would. We had no idea.
You said the expedition. What happened?
We lost and scores of. And that was before. Once we landed, and we struggled to. There were bright spots, but nothing improved the CO's mood as he became more and more convinced that the time. You heard him. Spouting nonsense about. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things, but what the CO became was a complete perversion of what stand for. I'm sorry.
So, Bohai.
He won't execute people on, but he's hard. I can't tell you how many times. The best thing I can say about him
Yep. Back at the greenhouse.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy. And many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can. But the Board of detrimental. Like discovering. That is why Diviner only overseer. It ensures that any
What happens to.
I never.
You mentioned.
Her name is Alika. When I passed the divination, it brought honor to our family. Only Alika begged me no.
Why?
Alika knew that once you. Not even your. Unless you can.
It sounds hard.
Like the focuses we keep. Well. Last time I was allowed to. Because of my position, but if our crops don't.
I promise I'll. The ancestors.
Yes and no. Those whose war.
The CO called Elizabeth's.
Right. Well, worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an. That's how we thought of our limited access to missing.
I need to get.
The plan Gaia told me. It will help.
I hope so.
Then I will.
Aloy, we've been briefed on our mission and are ready whenever you...
Were you able to fit...
Indeed.
Have you...
The Quen is peculiar. Her mind is sharp, but it's hard to imagine.
Trust me.
I will take your...
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn...
And?
I looked up this pharaoh and learned about the to think that the ancient world was wiped out. There is no glory or honor.
That about some... Did Aaron tell you we found the people who gave rebels the power?
He told me. I suggested he etch this
Is he?
He didn't say...
You wanted to...
Indeed.
Okay.
Not how. Right where the river bends.
Sure, if...
You'll see when we...
Then I'll let you know.
You have my
I have to...
Then do...
Like I said, I'll call...
May the 10th...
I don't get how she can be so negative all the time. I mean, we're clones of the same woman, and yet... she couldn't be more different from Elizabeth.
Well, they didn't have two left teeth like I do.
I could teach you.
I don't think that door had power before, but... looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. Can't be this close. I wonder where this leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Nothing. You just look good. That's all.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. The cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out by 2 clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup. Like the
As it does to my people.
I just hit my face.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone. In a cell again. Their slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Pizza? Apparently it tastes worse the longer...
Hey, I thought...
Are you sure we should... Whatever went on, but not that I'm just... Forge knows all the...
I think we'll be...
I'm glad to hear.
Anybody take...
Zoe can't stand... I tried Alva, but I'm not putting Varl anywhere near...
What about...
I know, I'm pretty sure we downed half of...
After we get a...
I wasn't that... Besides, you know, the soldier, they were fighting a battle. I think most of them still did it. They bought an hour. As long as I can do that...
Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, now.
That
same here.
Aloy, it sounded like...
We just...
Does this mean...
It does.
That's what all this was...
Hephaestus...
Hephaestus is just a pro I can always call...
Funny. How does...
Anxious. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's, and I know he's been helping her with...
I hope they aren't...
Like I said.
Any last find?
Not really.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together...
You think they'll listen?
In time...
If anyone can make it happen... I hope firing off those pulse generators...
It'll work.
Always up to...
Nah, just stubborn.
Yeah. What will you and...
I hope she'll come with me, and I'll go... She'll probably want to talk. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. You were right. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, but the truth is he gave me...
He was a good man.
I'm glad you're coming.
Sure there's no urge?
No more running. Hey.
I've already got the location.
Good.
I heard you...
News travels.
It wasn't exactly...
There were just things that...
A healthy crop to those who clear the...
You look like you have some...
We're going to war, and war is something I... But Every voice it makes me realize just fighting for that, if we fail,
Helps to know you're...
for a moment then.
I don't know what you... I should go.
As soon as...
You'll hear.
Not at all. The ones Gaia is...
Not anymore.
To understand... Oh!
Any more
all of it? We knew the ancestors. In fact, we theorized, but and we thought journeying across the sheer calculate.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other. Where I grew up, everyone thought that from a fire. Have you spoke?
I did hear. Seemed so. And she looked. I felt.
You should ask so to teach.
Maybe.
Must be strange to think that some. And here on Earth.
Yeah, it is. Maybe. Nikita Arand? The legacy tells us she brought or Sung. It is said she found new, but my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of perhaps.
If you
have Gaia's explained your plan in detail. I've even received,
What kind? For now. You mentioned.
Yes, I found references. It's called Leviathan, a sprawling net. The legacy reveal, But the data from it's in San.
Another fair.
No, Leviathan was a project. So if we can acquire that every year, my sister gets with Leviathan.
Okay.
That's the thing. But one of our. Would you come with me? You're much better at.
Of course.
Thank you.
I should go. Make sure you talk to
Mayor Pat.
And like
I appreciate it.
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Aloy.
Had a... Really?
I once knew it was deeply...
Did he...
In time, but not before the two...
Think you're ready to put up...
I am to...
You nervous?
If I live, it will... What matters most...
I'll do my best. I should...
I await your...
Alva said one of the diviners here might know where the Leviathan research facility... Hey, Alva? I'm in Landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Aloy! I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Alva mentioned you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Tell us anyway. We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
You're hiding something.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous. Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden. Come on, let's go.
Not bad with that diviner back there. You've come a long way since we first met.
And Nirik's like I used to be, terrified of a misstep. And with the Overseers, he has every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it. That should be the facility ahead. Oh, we need to find a way in.
Up here. Well, Nirik wasn't lying about crumbling ruins, at least. Let's look around.
Aloy, why is the ground shaking?
That's not good, whatever it is.
Whoa, that thing is huge!
We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Okay.
Down it goes!
Whew. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now. Still getting a signal from my focus. Not getting in this way.
It might have collapsed when that Slitherfang came in. A lot of sand. Not a lot of data. Oh, I'll say here. That looks a little iffy to me. After you.
Going for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing. Look at this place. I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
It was less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors. There, the console.
Must have been what Neric found.
Let's see if it has anything on Leviathan. Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database? But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor. Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on. So what was that other system the recording mentioned? Omu Ramba?
The legacy tells us it was the predecessor to Leviathan, a system that manipulated floods to bring life to a barren desert.
Klein seemed to know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen
Entrance is
Sasaki in
locked.
the process.
Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead.
Up we go!
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes. Don't worry about me. How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Glintox. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off the tower. That was the last one! Shall we go on? The ability to tame machines would be dangerous knowledge for the planet.
Up this way.
Aloy? We're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Olva, okay? Just don't look down.
Right! Of course! Super easy.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over.
Aloy!
I'm okay. Gotta clear some of that debris first. Should be able to make it made it.
Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. So yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Better make sure Alva makes it across before I take a look at this. Come on, Alva. You can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
Alva!
I'm okay! Wow! That would have been a long way to fall.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Oh, door's locked. I think it needs a passcode. Let's look around. Oh. This says the code is the... month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th
Got
month
it. Door should be unlocked now. Maybe the data on Leviathan isn't here.
Cost reduction strategy. We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is... worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Our office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubble out from the other shaft. Let's see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's a long way up. how to get up higher. How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. Well, that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire gleam, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Okay, but, why?
You'll see in a second.
Whoa! Oh, I can reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
All right, Alva's on the way. Let's see what's up here. Another locked door.
Made
Need to
it!
figure out the passcode.
These artifacts... I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door.
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification.
Could use my focus.
Must be
here.
the H2 flow.
The what?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names.
You said Eileen was how old when she won this?
40.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary. That must be the Dragonfly 6. Atbay used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. That didn't do anything.
I thought that would have worked. Did we overlook something?
The two artifacts on the ground. Maybe they used to be on opposite pedestals. My focus might see something. What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
That did it! You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe. But not a monster, either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data... Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it. I think this is where Kotalo wanted to test out his new arm. Even though he didn't say how. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Catalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
After you. Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Careful! It's dangerous even with missing parts!
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The Ten be with you, Aloy.
Send this to my stash. Catching snowflakes on my lashes.
thing's trying to kill me? Dead, almost drowned. Not on purpose.
Aloy. Aloy, for helping me get the... I didn't really...
Thanks. Anything new?
Kotalo showed... I recall, but... Technology... Think of what it could... But...
Replacing body part. Have you...
There is much but... And I've given more... The Overseers would have us believe, but Pharaoh, his greed led to machine the archive of the old one. So, when we learned... I started to think they were... But... The truth isn't... It's a splatter. I wish more... Or twisting.
I doubt both.
No. As Eileen said. But it's worth... And this diviner... Great.
You have something to...
Anything new?
The Quen has been more her pursuit of knowledge.
Just...
Yes.
I bet people...
None more than our Quen. She couldn't wait to... I gave her the data, hoping...
Good luck with... I have to...
We walk...
So, we're fighting immortals from the stars now?
Welcome back. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia.
Yes, despite the... I am pleased...
Well...
Yes. Are you ready? Or we can...
The missing support...
Artemis, Eleuthia will upon and disseminate. Unfortunately, all archive. Yes. Impulsive...
All three of... Or were... Do you still...
Restore impact and for attaining them.
I guess our best but we'll need Hef.
Correct.
How's all?
As soon as a particular information I informed, I may be.
So she's been through.
You have both different. I like to think
3 then. When I set out, I never thought we'd.
They have all. Varl has suggested that once the bio.
Yeah, that's. So our plan to...
As you wish. We now know that her...
Which is why I got to...
Correct. When we get to the second core is...
And then you'll be...
Not quite.
How long?
Because the work will be...
And during that, the others will create a...
Correct. The energy...
And then we'll have every... So what will happen?
All system... As Minerva, the facility will be... Though without my...
Let's hope so. So, what do you think Ted would have...
It seems he can, given the and his ability to use Omega clearance on the Terra. I imagine to worship him as...
Oh. Aside from, there was one other underground facility that... Elysium. Do you know what happened?
Elysium was designed... My data indicates the...
To the Pharaoh planet.
Unknown.
Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with... We exchange. It was the first listening to her...
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made...
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. Okay, people. Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Facility activated. Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come!
Four will stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful.
Stay back! Get back! Do you need help? Over here, you!
Oh, get somewhere safe, Aloy.
Over here!
Help!
Got this one lined up! Right away from Beta!
No, you're wounded.
Stay back!
That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta and Vorl. Bag's full. I can get it from my stash later. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Varl.
All my life.
Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. Into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber. Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. There's gotta be a way over. Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right? What kind of machine is it trying to build? I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from. I bet that's where Festus is hiding too. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go. Machines are making a thing for another chamber. I better follow them. There's a way over the shield. I might be able to catch a ride on the rail over the shield. Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but The energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it. Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to the power node. I think that could work. I think it could. Okay. Drive Hephaestus out of here. There should be a node you can override near the central platform. Thanks. I should deal with these machines first. Machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Last one.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable. lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
You could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy.
Catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
me another node to override.
Got it. Still in this fight. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Instead, active matrix filter.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Emily? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine that Festus was building. It must have finished it.
Well, it's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. It's done.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Imminent retreat to facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Paul. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta. Farrell. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay. Why did Tilda bring me here? What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker? What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined. but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. She's pulling out her own hair.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere, remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus.
When we encountered you, I knew better. After your dramatic, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead. When the others were busy, that's when I found them. Not easy to repair, but old. You were like a splash of...
Did you show us?
Of course not. It's worth noting, I wouldn't have known to say...
So I should be...
If you like.
You said Beta is not an urgent...
Putting her to work. A difficult time, they will compel her if she's the only one who...
Because you people made her...
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with... That's why I created the data.
Beta told me your colony that you came back to...
It's true. After we reached our we spent decades... The physical constraints of Earth, think of what... It might have been a... Instead, we stagnated. It took a cataclysm out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive... We knew of instabilities in the planet, estimated them. By the time the collapse was... Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, left to us.
Which you just for anyone else.
Not me. He believes it's better to work around the more primitive tribes, only please us. But we will stop.
How do you know about...
He isn't the only one at Bioware.
You hacked this?
No, but his He gave additional focuses to the
ones working with...
By tapping their focus, the distribution of and the secret pact with Regala.
But how did he come up...
That's the one thing I have, but however, with it and the Tenakth are such a shame.
What exactly is your...
We will make use of a lesson I learned. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets a passage that only... When silent, we will enter through fighting. The distraction will...
So you know all about me?
What would you like?
Well?
When I was 8,000 drowned, my parents, my guardian, among my peers, all because of circumstances.
Oh.
Aren't we? You were an outcast. Neither did I. I climbed my way out first from the technical, profitable but as it turned out, the software I developed was... From there, it was only...
You were a spy?
More like a I had to remain enough to protect, but despite that and
What happened when...
They painted one where we explored it was only late. They only intended to bequeath this. By the time I find Pharaoh's machines were... So I accepted. I wanted Liz to come.
So you didn't know the other...
I knew some of it. Wasn't until we were off. I was grateful to simply, but the others became... They built a colony where fantasy could be, and it wasn't life. As the decades passed, alone yet again, now finally having...
To do what?
Help you to fulfill a better future.
So this channel...
Gerard believes even after 1,000 years, the channel it offered us a...
Until you cut off...
Yes.
She felt like you sighed.
I was afraid the other punish her. She may not have had the but at least I ensured... I know it seemed, but you must believe that...
Why did you make the...
I built this a safe place. Cultural, truly some of the...
And you wanted Beta?
Yes. I thought if she could, it would bring a heritage every bit as valuable as the site data being drummed. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never... She needed its...
Once we're inside the base...
Here, in the command center. By then, Gaia will have, including Hephaestus.
What about the Apollo on your...
A simple matter of recovery. Others have been dealt. With that in hand, we'll...
Regala's only interested. What does she have to get?
It's the price she must... Without the ability to override her little rebellion.
So she trades with the sun...
In exchange for on the base. Pride has... And all without ever knowing who the sun... Yet for all of sight, that blind spot is what...
Well, hundreds of died. So you knew...
Liz, what? Everything she was. Your ingenuity. You've managed to
I'm not asking about...
The honest answer. For all the time that I spent with it was...
So when you met...
Not a loop. It was a summit in Paris. Because regulatory... Liz gave... She had already achieved great... But in her address, an AI drip would actually take...
To care about...
Revolutionary stuff. I watched her. She had spoken with such moral authority. I could tell she... It was as if... I didn't want to be a pet.
So how did you...
I picked the right as she came back to the for coffee. She was fresh. It was like she had braced her colleagues. I asked if I then put forth a question. Was intelligent. Her answer made, but she was very welcoming. Previously, it was only halfway through exactly who I... It was... My business was trafficking in anonymity. So that was Liz. I came to view our meeting ship. She always seemed I knew her.
I guess I know First Pharaoh. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.